Happy holidays, mi gente. And first up, we welcome back a guest who is an actress, writer, and producer who has starred in several projects, such as her latest film, Hope Street Holiday, which tells the story of Galia Garcia, a successful Afro Latina attorney who returns home for Christmas and learns to heal from her past trauma, rediscovering her self worth and the true meaning of family. And joining us to share more, please welcome back to Open Hope Street Holiday actress, writer, and producer Isadora Ortega.
Yay, thank you for having me again.
Welcome back, and I love featuring you, my dear, because you are doing fabulous work. Fabulous. Look, I was inspired by Golden Flower to wear feathers for you today, darling.
Yes.
Congratulations on that screening, excuse me, screaming. I should be screaming on your screening with the International Puerto Rican Heritage Film Festival. It was lovely to experience the film and to meet you in person and get my hug on.
Thank you for
And
the
of course, our
support.
photos on the red carpet.
Yes. I was it was amazing seeing you there and just feeling your support and just feeling your energy. It was an amazing experience.
It was, and the film itself is wonderful. And my only criticism is that it was too short. That's it. That's the only criticism.
I was so sure because it was a short. That's the point. We want to make that feature film.
I hear you. I hear you, and you definitely got the to it because I was like, yeah, I want more. I want more. So congratulations on that. I know we're here to talk about Hope Street Holiday, but I did want to put that in there because it was so well done, and the fact that you're the executive producer as well, not just the star, which is something we need to speak to today because you're over here doing your own thing. Right? Because Hope Street Holiday, you're produced as well, and it's streaming on Amazon. So let's talk about this.
Yes. So, producing and writing, they all came out of a necessity of, expressing yourself and creating and not waiting for that yes of Hollywood and in the industry of entertainment. And I love creating. I love not, I don't like waiting gets me anxiety. Waiting for that avenue of expressing myself just gives me anxiety too. I love writing. I love being able to use our culture to tell stories. So that's where Love Story, Hope Street, Golden Flower, those stories came about, and then loans came about, and I had to borrow money to put the work in. And people don't understand that when you really want to create, then you need to put the money in too.
Right. And thank you for saying that and for sharing that because you've made an investment in yourself. And I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you clearly with regards to not being at the mercy of someone employing you and making it
Hmm.
happen and making sure that we're narrating our stories, not that
Yeah.
anyone else is narrating our stories. And the fact that you are out there telling these stories as an Afro Latina from Afro Latina's perspective, but yet you're empowering as well because she's an attorney. Yes, we get those jobs too, mi gente.
And it's beautiful. I got a message, and it was just like I searched on Amazon Prime, and I put Afro Latina Christmas film, and the only film that came up was Pope Street Holiday, and that to me is beautiful because it's the first. So it's us taking space. So the fact that this is the first Christmas film with an Afro Latina cast, I am proud of the work. Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, and I just want to say that again in case anybody missed it. Look up Afro Latina Holiday Special, and you will find Hope Street Holiday on
Yeah.
Amazon. It's also streaming on Tubi, and I think there's somewhere else, right? Is it Roku?
Yes.
Yes. Well, look at that. You also have it on multiple platforms, so it's accessible. Now, a lot of work goes into this, and I think it's important that we're sharing the back end of it, right? Because the fact that you're here on air talking about the fact that you borrowed money to make these projects happen, right?
Yeah.
So, just as a business person, how do you get your returns? Where are your returns? Is it in selling it to the streaming services? So, let's just talk a little bit about that.
So I am, and it goes with relationships. I have friends that they have relationship with distributors and they have like distribute films already. and they put me in connections with the distributors, and I have a contract with them, and they're the one making the distribution of this film. So that's how it is. It's now they're doing the job, and my job is now to do marketing.
Love
Because
it.
the more people watch this film, the more we're going to be able to make a mark in the market of filmmaking.
Yeah.
So we need every support. These
Right.
are especially to be Prime Video. All of these are like they're called revenue share platform. So we have the power to actually make a mark because they're like commercial based platforms. The more people watch, the more people share, the more powerful and the more people are able to like actually make money out of it. So it shows our buying power.
Yes, I'm with you. That's why we're having this conversation because I think it's
Okay.
important that our people understand that it's so important to support because if they see, it's like everything in business, supply and demand, right? The more in demand, then you know what? The more money Isadora gets to make the next project. You know, that's just the way it works, right? But
I
but
want to make
you need the viewership.
exactly, and I want to make a second one. The only way that I can make a second one, I can go back to the SBA and ask them for more money is by showing that this will make really good. They did really well.
Right, right. It had a nice viewership, right? Because that's really what
That-
it boils down to is the audience, and you know how I guess what is it? How relevant it is, right? Because
how to perform.
this particular one, you actually released in 2022, and here we are in 2023, and we're really amplifying it because we understand. I mean, I know you and I, which is why I'm like, I know we just had you on not too long ago, Isadora, and guess what? We're going to have you on again, and every time you do another project, we're going to have you on again because you're doing great work, and I think it's important that people understand the importance of following and supporting our work because you know the people who have the major marketing dollars, they're the ones kind of getting all the attention because they have the major marketing dollars, and
Yeah.
even though we're doing it grassroots, it's still valid. You know, our viewers, I hope you guys are hearing and listening. You know, this is streaming on Amazon. Please support it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so
Now
much.
let's talk to everybody about the story itself. Let's have a conversation about this character and her self healing process.
She deals with so much pain so fast, like back to back. Then she gets to this space where she's very much afraid of loving again because she's afraid of losing. And so she just basically closes up. And then she goes back home to like deal with family things that she needs to wrap up with the loss of her like with the house, the family house, with her mom has and other people. Um, and in the midst of that, there's her aunt, her tia. And tia, she finds so much healing and family listening. And the tias, they want to know like when you're gonna get married. They want to know what are you gonna do with life? What's next? They are always asking questions about what's next for you. And family, we're Latinos. We want to be connected. We have this necessity of being interconnected. So that's her journey of finding being able to love uh, and removing that fear of knowing that the life happens.
Right,
Life happens when life is happening.
right,
And that's what well, that's what we know of life. That life happens even when life is happening.
right. And that's beautifully said. And we were just showing some clips from the actual film. And what's really the topic of discussion here is that as an attorney, you got caught up in your work, right? The character, I'm
Hmm.
saying, and lost sight of what really matters, or really life is about what we make matter, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the
Yes,
reality of like family is
yes,
everything.
yeah, she has ambitions, and sometimes we go through life and we have ambitions and we don't realize that time is passing, and sometimes time passes and it just takes those things that matter the most to us. And we made a very good job at casting people that were exactly culturally Afro Latino, they're West Indian Dominican and Puerto Rican and Dominican. Like this is such a diverse Afro Latino cast that because we wanted to understand each other. We improv and it flew. It was it made sense.
I love it. I love it. Even though you all played a family, you all came from different Afro Latinidad backgrounds,
Yeah.
right? So you were interracially, interculturally connected.
But we understood because it's like, hey, we live the culture.
Exactly. Wow, all you had to say was sancocho. That's exactly what we're talking about. Wepa. Woo! Oh, everybody, Isadora Ortega. Thank you for bringing it here to our viewers on Open. Mi gente, once again, we are talking Hope Street Holiday, and that is now streaming on Tubi, Zumo, Amazon Prime. Once again, Isadora, check her out on Instagram at La Black Latina. Stay tuned. There's more Open when we return.